Hello again, fellow classmates. This is Video Blog 5, and today what I'm going to talk about is how we can utilize technology and infuse it with behavior in the classroom. And there is the best app that I have thoroughly enjoyed using over the past few years, and it just increasingly gets better and better. And that's an app called, or a website, or a software program called classdojo. And I started talking about classdojo a couple years ago, and I think a couple of my fellow classmates have started utilizing it. I know I've heard it thrown around, but I love classdojo, and I try to use it as much as possible. And I'd like to tell you a little bit why I use it and how I think it's effective for even up to high schoolers. But before I start, I want to talk about the net standards that I think apply to it, and I think model digital age work and learning. And it was kind of hard for me to find exactly which one would be the best fit for it. But I think utilizing technology to help assist in learning, and I think through behavior, that's an important piece. So I think there's a couple of these that could fit. Model and facilitate effective use of current and emerging digital tools to locate, analyze, and evaluate user information resources to support research and learning. And I think the key there is to support research and learning, because I think the use of classdojo digitally and as a behavior management system could support learning. And I think that's going to be the key words in there within a modern model digital age work and learning that I think where it would apply. So let me show you a little bit about classdojo. What classdojo is, it's a way to have students buy in. And I went ahead and I set up my classdojo. I've had it for the last several years, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what classdojo is. So let me back up. And what I'm going to show you is the landing page. I can hopefully pull it up. Well, we'll start here. So what classdojo is it's a way for you to assign avatars to students. Now, first of all, you want to be really careful, because a lot of times what you'll have is this set of icons. So this is my class. I have students numbered from 1 to 27, and I don't have their names on there because, number one, you're going to have this projected or pulled up using your computer connected to your projector. And a lot of times you're going to have this up so students can see digitally how their behavior affects the classroom real time. So for example, this might be Billy, this might be Sally, this might be Sue, etc. So what's really nice is that each of these characters are customizable, so they can create their own. So if I want to create a student, if they don't like this avatar, we can come in and I can actually edit it. So if I come in and I come to, where are we? In class, I think I need to edit it. Edit class. You can come in and you can actually click on this particular avatar. And I could change it. I could edit the avatar. I could say choose avatars. So, for example, if I want number 27, let's say little Billy didn't like that avatar. Well, you can have him change it, and now he has one that he likes. So it's really easy to customize. That's what I really like about it. It's an easy way to manage classdojo. It's really drag and droppy, really easy. Now, how does this work? Well, you have behavior based. So let's say this number 4, Sally, did a great job today. So I can come here and I say, you know what, Sally, you were doing the best job working on your, writing that we were working on during writing. And I think you're on task. So I'm going to give you a point. So you should hear an audible sign. It gives her a number 1. It gives her a point. Let's say you think the whole class did a really good job. Well, I can come here to award multiple points. I could say give award. Let's select. So I can do multiple. So I don't just have to do the whole class. I can say those 3 students worked in a group and I really liked how they were doing teamwork. Well, they all get a point. And it shows you, so number 1, if they're all working and they hear that sign, it's almost like Pavlov. They immediately turn and look and they really want to see what's going on. Well, let's say you have little Jimmy over here and he's really struggling. And you want to show him that he's struggling, and you know what? You want this to be an accurate reflection. Well, you can use negative too. So you can say, you know what? He was playing around, he was off task, he wasn't doing his assignment. So he gets a point taken off. Now, you can do this as much as you want, and what I really like is that these, when I go to in class, you can actually customize the behaviors. So I can go to customize behavior, and let's say, you know what, my class has really been struggling on being kind to each other. So I want to add that on there. So I'm going to put on a little thumbs up. I'm going to say being kind. So I added a behavior. I'm going to start my class, and let's say you're in the classroom and you say, you know what, since we're really working on being kind, I want to give little Mandy a good job because she was being kind, and I want everybody to know she was being kind. So I'm going to give her a little thumbs up. Now, what's really neat about Class Dojo is you can create these avatars and create awards. So, for example, you might say the first students that get to 5 might get to eat lunch with me, or maybe the first one to 15 will get to pick an extra goodie at the treasure box. For my older students, maybe they have an extra 5 minutes of recess time. Maybe they get to play on the computer an extra 15 minutes. You can set these up and kind of customize it. Now, Class Dojo has been doing a good job in trying to create an all-encompassing tool that I think is beneficial and you can always keep up. For example, I love the random. So sometimes we want students, we want to pick a student at random. For example, maybe to go get some Band-Aids at the class nurse, or maybe to take some books back to the library, where you can click random and it will randomly select a number or student, and it's random. Now, you don't have to give them a positive or negative. It's just a randomizer. What I also like about it is they built in a timer, which I use timers a ton in my classroom. So you have a built-in timer, so you can have this up at all the time. Just leave it up, you project it, make it go big, and you can leave it up and you can have your timer. Or you can have it count down. So if you want to count down, you can have it count down. So you might say we have 5 minutes on this project, go ahead and start. While this is going on, you let it go. And you know what? This student is doing a great job working hard. You can award him a point. So Class Dojo is just a great way to have a behavior management system live on the board. I know I've used a behavior management chart where you pulled colors. This is just a way to bring it digital and a more fun, interactive way to have the students really be bought into their behavior, really be bought into they're making good choices and smart choices, and a good way to see it real time. So I love Class Dojo. I think it's a great way to implement and merge technology and classroom behavior, and I think it's a great way for you to use it. And one other cool way is there is a app, iPhone, iPad, and there is even a an Android app which you can utilize too. And what that does is there's an app and you can remotely keep track of your points. So if I was out and about away from my computer, I can have my iPhone or my Android device on me, and I could click on creating a point. I'm going to see if I can do it real quick, just so you can kind of see how that works. So I have my iPhone app. I would have to log in, so let me do that real quick. So I've logged in. There's my app. I'm going to click Start Class. And so let's say I was at a group in the back of the room, and I have this going on my computer, and I see that number 16 is doing a fabulous job, and I want to know that little Gregory is doing a fabulous job. So I'm going to click, I'm going to put on task, and immediately responds. It does a great job. Let's say I see number 18, they're fooling around, they're not doing what they need to do, they're talking. Well, I just did it remotely. I haven't touched my computer, I'm just doing everything from my app. You can even use it for hallway behavior. So if you're in the hallway, you see somebody's off task, you can utilize click number 17 is off task in the hallway. And when you come back to your classroom, you can see their point is tallied. And so it's just a great tool, a really smart tool, and a really fun way for students to be bought into their behavior. And there's so many tools that it really goes into. I don't have time to go on, but you can send reports out to parents. You can print up reports, weekly reports. Just a fabulous job that Class Dojo has done in bringing a software to life and really merging technology and behavior. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it useful. And I look forward to seeing your videos as well.